What's going on, family? David Yeti. I'm checking in with today's vlog. So I'm heading to the gym. Now, I like to split my day up. So I work the first part of the day. It is now 5:14 p.m. and I'm going to the gym. It's not a full workout day, so I'll only stay for about 35 minutes at the max, between 30 and 35 minutes. I add in a few minutes to warm up. But I like to go here, and it helps me clear my mind. The gym is one of those places outside of the shower that allows me to reset. And I get a lot of ideas and insights when I'm in the shower. Okay. I was gonna let them go by, but I guess they didn't want to go. I have some of my revelations about ideas, maybe things I've been thinking about previously or something, but it allows me to really tap into the source. So when I go into the sauna, stay in there for about 10 minutes. I've upped my time from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So now I can stay in there a little longer. And I got my audiobook going, and I had my physical copy of the book when I went on Saturday. So today has been very interesting. It's been very interesting. Obviously, I'm one of those people, I don't believe that things happen to you. I believe that things happen for you. And it rains on the just and the unjust. So what I mean by that is you don't necessarily have to be doing anything wrong or doing bad things for quote unquote bad things to happen. I just think life happens to all of us. So whatever the case may be, whether or not it's something that is wanted or something that we wasn't necessarily looking forward to, nevertheless, when situations come about, it's about your mindset and how you ultimately look at it. What do I mean by that? Well, I found out today that I have a decision to make. So this car that I'm driving right now is due up for an emissions test. Now in Georgia, we have these emissions tests. I don't know about other states, but you have to do it on a yearly basis when it comes time for you to renew your tag or your registration. So that time is now for this particular car. This is 2011 Nissan Quest. It's an older model. I bought it cash for about $5,000 actually it was around this time last year. I bought it cash. For one, I needed more room, and then I didn't want a auto loan. I did that for so many years, for the past 3 or 4 years, and I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole again of getting another loan, so I decided to buy the car cash. When you purchase a car cash, there's a trade-off to that. And the trade-off is repairs ultimately comes with most used cars. Hence, Exhibit A. I found out that it failed the emissions test, and I sent the codes that they give you on the printout over to my mechanic, and he told me that I need a Cadillac converter. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I looked up a Cadillac converter. I'm thinking, all right, well, the part is going to be about $300 or so. Now, mind you, I just got the alternator replaced, and I had to get a brand new battery like literally 31 days ago in February. Prior to that, around July of last year, this had to be around July, I got the entire air compressor replaced. I had to get it flushed out, the system reflushed, because the AC wasn't working. So I got that done. And prior to that, I had to get like a head gasket fixed and stuff when like 2 months after I purchased the vehicle. So in all, I probably spent the equivalent of an extra $4,000 to $5,000 just on repairs. And I've had this car less than a year. Oh, I just recently made a year this month. So that caused me to do a cost analysis. And I was like, well, you know what? Because I don't want to get a new auto loan. Like, I really don't. I'm focused on, as you guys know, I'm focused on paying off debt. I don't want to add to the debt. And at the same time, I don't want to buy another cash car, because that car is probably going to need some repairs as well. So I'm going to do a cost analysis to see what's the difference between me getting this fixed or buying a new car, because the parts that I need 3 total parts, plus I need sensors. Each part is over $600. The labor is $800 on it as well. So I'm looking at a minimum of another $1,500 when it's all said and done. Excuse me. And I just literally got done spending what, $650 last month. So then it just comes down to, okay, we have another vehicle that is financed. That car note, that car payment per month rather, is $300 a month. So then I'm like, okay, well, 3 times 15, all right, so we're looking at about $1,800 for give or take right around between $1,800 and $2,000, depending on the interest on the car. But it will be a newer car. It will pass emissions, and assuming that I select the right car, I won't have to worry about doing repayments. But that's not the full story. Like, I can look at it on a yearly basis, but then I'm looking at how much is the total purchase of the car, how much am I paying in interest. That's what really gets me. When I look at my statements and when I actually like go through the numbers and I look at how much I'm paying out per month, and that's why I started aggressively paying down credit cards, because once I actually took a look at the statement and seen that, wait a minute, if I make a $30 minimum payment on the credit card, but then the interest, let's say even if the interest takes, I'm going to be kind, but let's say on a $30 payment, they take $20 in interest. You're talking about $10 being paid towards the principal of that credit card to get that balance paid down. Like, so every month you're losing $20. You're just losing $20 on interest. And when you extrapolate that out towards bigger credit cards or bigger loans, it's just it don't make any sense to me. So that is a long-winded way of saying that I'm going to need to make a decision on what I'm going to do about a second car, because we go in 2 different directions. Obviously, you guys know I have a big family, and the kids go to 2 different schools right now. We stay 30 minutes away from the one school, 5 minutes away from the other school. So it's not feasible to have one vehicle. So I'll work on that later. And I'll say I may end up just buying a new car, not even just a used car.